Alright, should be live. Well, I'm back at Lea Green again. You see over there, that's her, Lea Green. Took a bit of walking coming here, but jeez. The downside to this, I can't check the time yet, so I'm pretty much in the dark for this. But I can go as I can learn as I go. Yeah, this will do. Let's go over here. I was sat this live stream on a great sunny day. So I am back at Lea Green again, and you saw that sign over there, the old sign and the new sign. Don't forget the duck though. But yeah, this is as I always say, a good station. Two platforms, but recently had some work done with these longer platforms. It's basically nothing else for me to do. Thank you for sharing. I'm always sharing. So until something else happens, as I always say, that as you else will arrive in the next, because this is live, can't really edit. So you all get a chance to talk to me. Yay! If you want, you can know stuff about me and stuff. But that's only if you wish to do so. Choice is there. Lovely station with two stations. Do you mean two platforms, not two stations? Because if you can say two stations, that would mean a station here and a station next to it over there. But it's not the case. It's two platforms. Maybe you should look into trains a bit more. EM 4141. Ooh, which one's platform one? Oh, here we go. We got a train going through. Let's see what it is. It's a 802. My guess going to Newcastle. Off that train goes to Newcastle. And if that one's gone past, not soon after, there's going to be another Transbank Express service that's going to Liverpool. I'm going to stand over here. And this Newcastle. That was very fast train and beautiful colour. Yeah, the Transbank Express services are in a good colour, not gonna lie. It's why I like the services. It's nice and blue. Well, the front is blue. I think like the back is some of it grey and some of it like, well, at the end of the coach is like grey and light blue. But I have drawn this, well, sketched this train before a few times. You all might be thinking like, does it ever get boring just waiting for another train to go by and just get to action the moment it arrives? Kind of, but I always bring something else with me to occupy myself. I love this video. Well, thank you very much for saying so. I don't really know what to say now or what to do. Is only me watching this again? Don't know. That depends if they want to show up on the chat and like want to say something. But during my time here, we'll probably see some more people join in if they wish to do so. I don't know if the mic barring aren't they transfer 1.5. Well, like I said before, when you wait for a train when nothing is happening, it does get boring half the time. But I I always bring something with me to occupy myself, and today that's you lot. But if you want my opinion on the station, though, those bushes over there should get a trim because what if they grow too much and then hit the train? Like it could scratch the train. Then they have to redo the paintwork. Hi, how are you? Uh, Connor Young 372. Is that you see your channel name? I am doing fine. I just got to Lea Green train station, and moments ago we saw a 802 zoom past going to Newcastle. Not not long, we've got to see another 802 going to Lion Street, but we'll see that when it gets here. Before I came here, I did look on the timetable, and I think, I could be wrong, that there could be a 156. As you've seen in my other videos, as I did in Lea Green here, you don't normally see a diesel 156 on this line anymore. But the timetable could be wrong, so let's see how it goes. Yes, what you on the train station? Oh, if you want to know the station name, it is Lea Green. There's the new sign. Over there's the old sign with a duck. Like I said before, you lot can chat to me while I'm waiting for something else to happen. I'm just gonna pick up my bag and come over here. Paint job was good. Yeah, it's nice light blue. The paint job of the Transparent Express 802s. If we're lucky enough, we could see some 185s. Again, if we're lucky. Have you been to the Glasgow Central? I've thought about it, but I have to say no to that one because of a few reasons. One of them is it's goddamn far for me to take, and if I take, I know what service to take to get there, but if I like try to go there and a train spot there, it'd be difficult for me to get back home, and it'll be dark by the time I get home. And plus, I'm not want to go that far just yet. I want to at least stay some distance on how far I can go. But any new places that I go to, I will be doing either a live stream or a full train journey video. Nothing yet. I know there's a 802 bound to show up. See, it should have departed from Newsly Willows ages ago. Probably delayed. Birds singing. Yeah, it's not. This station's not only nice with the two platforms. You can hear the birds. One of the things I actually like doing train spotting in some stations where you might think, oh, there's probably a lot of action depending where you go to. But in some stations like this one, you can hear birds singing in the trees. Can you do a Northampton? Well, if you saw on the a community post that I did months back, I did a vote, like a voting on which three places people have suggested to me. Well, I was given four, but I gave the best possible three, and then put on a vote for you all to do. And whoever wins at the end of next month is the place that I go to for July. Have you been to Bean train station, West Country? I have to see. I will have to see about that because there's a certain amount of distance I have to go. But if that's like a cross country service that I can get going there, I could probably. But if you want, you can tell me the like trains that go there, and I can probably have a look myself after this live stream. I hear something. Oh, here we go, everybody! Action time. 802 going to Liverpool Lime Streets. Oh, feel the wind on that. 802. Do you like train spotting on a regular? Well, yeah. Every opportunity I take, I like train spot. Where on my normal Fridays, I like to go go places like going cinema or just going to town. But today I just thought, why not train spot here? Had nothing else better to do. Well, long fast train spot 155. Yeah, I like the looks of the 802s. I am hoping sometime next year, or hoping sometime next year, I'll be able to do the 800s. But I'm not sure if I can do leads though. We'll have to see. If you don't want me to do leads, I can probably do leads, but maybe in a future month period, like um, well, not August. I got something for August. Maybe September. Maybe September. GWR class 802 and 800 and 801, 803, 805. Huh. Well, if that's the only service that station goes on, then I'm not really sure on that one then, because the services I travel on are Northern, Trans Express. When it's past Manchester, either East Midlands Railway or cross country. Not sure on anti-West Coast because they do like they like number the seats, and I don't have no idea how that system works. I don't want you to go to Leeds. Well, I could do stations that go past Leeds, or stations that go before Leeds, like Dewsbury. I've done Huddersfield before, so that's off the table until probably next year. Sit down. Now I'm gonna take my jacket off. It's a sunny day. I can get out real quick. Uh, I'm gonna put you all down right here. Well, I'll take off my jacket, so I can't do it with one arm. Okay, I am back. Actually, I would you go to Birmingham? Is that meant to say Birmingham? Well, if I remember correctly, there's two stations at Birmingham. I think. Not sure. I'll look on Google Maps. I could probably get there by the cross country. Or do the um, transport for Wales from Chester to, what was it, Birmingham International? Not sure. 3415, have you go to, no, I have not. Yes, oh, London. I am not going to London. Okay, I'm gonna make this straight right now, as I had this difficult conversation with my mother like a month ago, that I am not going to go to London. And London's a good place, not gonna lie. It is a busy place, a lot of anti-West Coast services. But I am not going to London. It's too busy of a place, and I think I'll need like some permission to go in there. That could take me months to do. So, not doing that. That's off the table. So you can cross it off on your train spotting paper if you have one. London Paddington. Uh, like I said, it's a busy station, and plus, if I remember correctly, as I used to watch a TV show, where they did a show at London Paddington. I remember watching it like ages ago. Don't know if they're still running, but it was a good show for me to watch when I was on holiday. For a while, anyway. Jeez. And, and to far one of Wales. Is that meant to be a question, EM4141? I can't really tell what that's supposed to mean. Shouldn't be long for the next train to arrive or pass through. Depends what happens first. Yeah, 2415 asked questions. But I can't tell what what that question means. EM4141. Great Western Railway Class 150, Class 153, Class 43, Class 800, 801, 802, 805. Cross Country 221 and 220. Where about where? I do get a lot of nice suggestions on where to go. It just depends, like how it'll cost me getting there. Because it depends where I start from. Maybe technology park. Well, I haven't done that yet, and even though it's a good station to do, I have done Edge Hill a few times, and that's like one station over. I'm not sure if that counts, but you get more trains over Edge Hill than you will the Technology Park. Southwestern Railway Class 159. St. David Station. I'll look into that. I'll see where it is and see how if it's good enough for me to go. I'll see how I get there. What about Wigan Northwestern? I've pretty much done that already, as you saw. Well, if you see, I did that months ago. And that wasn't alone. I did have 2 people join me, a friend and a fan. So I'm not gonna do Wigan, well, not for a while. I might do like a full journey video where I go past Wigan, but I'm not gonna stop at Wigan. I'm not gonna go there. Might do Wigan Walgate. I haven't done that station, which is next to Wigan, but who's joined train? I don't know. It doesn't tell me who's joined. It just tells me how many people are on the stream, and it doesn't tell me like who's joined. It doesn't work that way. It's not WhatsApp. Okay, shouldn't be too long for this next train to arrive in, if I remember the timetable correctly. You joined. Why are you asking that question? Again, I just answered that question. Ask a different one. Class 143 Great Western Railway. Where's that at? I'm not sure if you all know, but over at Huddersfield, on platform 2, there is a train behind the gate, and that's I think that's a 143. Here we go. St. David's. I'll see where that station is, and if it's somewhere I can go, I'll give it a go. That one. Well, I see lights. Time for action. Point. Camera. Action. So, what do we have here? I didn't listen to how many coaches it is. And because thanks to the bushes, I can't see if it's a double. But we have a 185. And I think it is coupled to another 185 going to Hull. First class coaches on this train is on the third coach and the sixth coach. Actually, here's a question. Does it matter where the first class coaches on this train are? Because it's not a mixer, where it's not always like next to each other when they do a double class of this train. I've noticed that sometimes when I see these trains go by. 25 going to Manchester Airport. Uh, Not really, it's going to Hull, where the next station for this train is Manchester Victoria. And is now departing. Off that train goes, going to Hull. Next stop is Manchester Victoria. Now we can wait again. And if you all don't know, I am new to the live stream business, so I don't fully know what to do on these types of things. I just point the camera. But I do like that you all are on this stream with me, so I'm not alone. Oh, why? Why is this train delayed? Couldn't hear the reason properly. You, you get Conroe Day trip. And class 160 classic train journey around Britain. Well, I do like the 160. What service does the 160 go on again? Because like my memory is not as it used to be when I tried to do videos, but if it's somewhere where I can record it, I could give it a shot. Did I forget to bring my thing? Nope, I brought it. Good. Just in case I run out of battery. This next Express Express train shouldn't take too long to get here. But as the announcement said, it was between Eccles and Newton Willows. Well, the distance between the train stations are a bit long, but by the speed that they allow on the trains to go, it shouldn't take too long. I think either 5-6 minutes. But it's not stopping at Newton though. It's stopping here. Who's a fan? Just about 155. Well, anyone who's on this stream is a fan. That pretty much answers your question already. This is a great trip to explore one of the Cornwall and Britain's premier resorts. Avoid traffic in the busy summer months. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I do. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I did have a list of places where I want to go for this year. And if you all looked at me post recently before the one I did yesterday, which is for the stream, it was where I'm going to. Now my head's going. I can't remember where. Stockport. There it is. I'll be going to. No, not Stockport. I've been there already. It starts with an S. Stock-on-Trent. There it is. I'll be going to Stock-on-Trent. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to do the cross-country trip from Manchester Piccadilly and go all the way to Stock-on-Trent. I will be doing a live stream on I'm getting there, so we'll get a good trip out of that one. I don't know that. You don't know what? Do, 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 do. Alright, so it's now 1:16 p.m. where a train is supposed to arrive in, but if you heard the announcement earlier, it's delayed by 6 minutes. Should be, if the prediction is right, going past New City Willows right now. That's a very slow train, brilliant. What do you mean? There's no train going by. There's no train going by. But might see one in a few minutes. This is a long wait, but makes it worth it when you get it done. Because the thing I always like saying to myself, the best way to do things is when you do it yourself. Well, not in those words, but I put it in my own words. Best way to do it is to do it yourself. And just look, see any train? No, nothing. I'll be very surprised if the train is delayed due to a it because of a freight train, but I highly doubt that. But I'd be very surprised if we do get a freight train today. It was my first the first reach by Railways West Remote Railway in 1852, but was not went to the rest of Britain's railway network until 1859, with the opening of the Cornwall Railway between Truro and Plymouth. I have heard of that station. Plymouth, I think that's how you say it. I have heard of it. I don't know how much of a distance that is, though. If it's too far for me to go on, then I'll have to say no to it. Well, not for this year, anyway. I'll have to. It depends, like how far it is, because if it's farther than the distance I want to go, then we'll have to wait for next year. But if it's somewhere that's definitely gonna have good trains, the spot, then I'll do it next year, and it'll be part of my list. We got a train coming in. What we got? Oh, 5 coaches. That means it's a 802. Why is it? Uh, why is it delayed? I didn't hear the announcement correctly, but probably because probably some about passengers or something. But don't worry about that. Because here it is. It's finally arrived. Eight zero 210. We'll see train goes when it departs. The next station for this train is Liverpool Line Street only. Train now departing is a 8:02 branch by express service to Liverpool Line Street. The first class coach is on the rear. Looks like, or sounds like we're gonna get another train. Look at the damn bushes, I can't see what train it is. I have to wait for it to get here. They'll be here in a minute. The short railway journey for Penzis, can't say that word. To steep roads gives fine views of the returning to cross this now point of launch. Great information. Seems like you know about your trains. Alright, here we have a Northern 331 going to Manchester Airport. Three three one 110. We'll see as train goes when it departs. 4 coaches. Yeah, the services from Liverpool to Manchester Airport normally do 4 coaches. Sometimes they do 3 coaches, as I saw one before. Can't remember where I did for that, but I did see that once. But normally they do 3 coaches for Liverpool to Wigan North Western. Train out of Barning is a 331 110 going to Manchester Airport. Next station for that train is St. Helens Junction. We got a new person here, the first who's? I don't know how you say that. But thank you for joining. I like seeing new people on these crazy adventures. I'll be surprised if we get a fan over here. Well, but because that Trans-Pennine Express train was delayed, I'm guessing this northern train to Liverpool is also delayed. It should be arriving any minute. So it's probably a few minutes delayed because of the express train. Sit down. You on England? Well, yeah, you saw a few trains that's from England, so yes. I am England. I'm in England. '802 Glasgow Central. Wait, they do '802s to Glasgow? I didn't know that. I do know they do the three. What was it? The 397 to Glasgow, but not '802s. I don't remember being the '802s. What service does it go on? Because they don't do '802s on the um, Manchester Airport to Glasgow, and they don't do it on Liverpool to Glasgow because I've seen that service way too often. Oh, pause! What you doing? A freight train's going by. 667. I didn't say it properly, but that one was a 66178. I think I said 150. Wait, not 50. What? I'm getting my words mixed up. 350 Glasgow Central, Transbank Express, Class A02 Glasgow Central, and 397. But what service does the 802s go on though? Because by what I've seen, I don't see the 802s go on the Manchester to Glasgow or Liverpool to Glasgow. So I need some more information. If it shows up on any like later service, like when it comes after I done my recording, then I'll keep that in mind. That's good, right? What? That's good, man. Good. See you, man. I've seen you a few times. You in the do top face like that. Top face. Yeah. Yeah, man. That looks like video and trains, don't you? Yeah, I do train videos as I'm doing a video right now. Actually. Are you? Yeah, a live stream with other people. All right. Put thumbs up for me, man. There you go. Right, man. Everyone, he's a good man. Very good man. Like Blaine, and he's got a good dog too. Yeah, man. Show me guns, man. Show me guns. That's what I like to see when I meet people, when I do something like this. The joys when I do this. I meet people who like the stuff that I do. Even people that know me but I don't see them around because I'm always traveling. So the guy did recognize me, so he knows me. What? Okay, there's a fault somewhere and it's causing trains to be delayed. Great, I'm putting a thumbs up for that one. Yay. Makes my day. Announcements. 10 minutes. That probably explains why they don't always do electric on some services. Put some of them on diesel, like the 185s. If it's not that type of problem, then I don't know what it is. But I prefer diesel than electric. If you disagree, I don't care. But I prefer diesel trains. The original. That's what I like. The announcement said it is in Earlstown. So, what? 185s. Well, I prefer like diesel trains, like the 195, the 185s, and I want to say 802s as well, even though they're also electric, but they're also diesel as well. So they're pretty much both. So I like them as well. 360. Got a train. Where? What direction? Train going through. What we got? Another Trans-Pine Express service. Couldn't get a glimpse of where it was going, but I guess it's a early service to Newcastle. And we've reached our first hour. It's been an hour since I started this live stream. I will see how long I can last before my phone dies. Might as well just stay here and wait. And where's this northern service? He should have left Satan's Junction by now. While we're waiting, does anyone want to ask anything about me or my channel? I'm open to any questions because I don't only make make videos just for me. I'm making for you guys as well. I want you guys to have a voice in my videos. There's an announcement, but I don't see no train. Heard an announcement, but I don't see no train. Right, there it is. About to see it in a minute. This train is 6 coaches, so we're gonna get a double unit. There's people on the way, so I can't see the numbers. Alright, we have a 331018 on the front. We'll see what the numbers are at the rear.
They were doing the thing there on the chair next corner.
So this is the 331018 at the front. And train out departing is a double 331 to Liverpool. That person has way too many pens on his on the person. Next to it is 331017. y'all remember what I was saying about like um as someone said um like on this service they do like 4 coaches, but sometimes they do 3 coaches. Well, if they do 3 coaches, then they couple them up with another 3-3-1 to make them 6 coaches. Because it is a long service from Liverpool to Manchester Airport, and and over at Manchester it is a busy place, so they need like long trains. I'm surprised none of you ask any questions, because I could definitely tell that some of you do have questions. I could be like a Jedi. I sense what that you have questions, and I'll be happy to answer them, because I don't make this channel for myself. I make it for you guys too. You guys get a voice, not just my own. And we got time to sit and chill until this next train either arrives or passes through. This is a good time for any of you to say something or ask something. If you all are wondering, um, like when I go to Stock-on-Trent, am I going to start the live stream from Manchester Piccadilly? That would be a negative. I'm actually going to start it here. You're going to see me travel from here all the way to Stock-on-Trent. But when I get to Manchester Piccadilly, I will have to like uh, cut the screen, but you will hear what's around me just in case anything happens. So I'll have people hearing what I do, and if I need to, I'll put up on the screen what's happening. But I will be traveling. I'll start it from here or Witness. It depends how much it'll cost me, but that is what I am going to do next week. if you get lucky and get another freight, I'm gonna try and get the train to honk the horn at me. If he wants me to do that, I can happily try. If any of you want to see me in stuff on Trent, then I can happily be there for you. And if you want to know what time I start my journey, I start traveling at 12 p.m. and I should get there at 3:40, if not then the next hour after. But that is for next week, so we got a lot of time to prepare. Or I do. But if you all want to see me there, that's what I'm gonna do on the 27th, which is, if my date's right, Tuesday. Just me here now, waiting for something to happen. If the timetable's normal, there should be a express train going by, but I don't see nothing. It's probably delayed again, and I'm starting to get hungry. Good thing I brought a bag of snacks. How am I gonna eat it? I'm surprised no one's asked any questions. I thought there would be. can see that most of you are watching, so that's good. I like to see people watching and maybe talking. Got action. So stop. Camera. Action. We have an 802 going to Liverpool. "802 going to Liverpool." For you all that just joined in, I am at Lea Green at this moment, and we just saw a 802 go by that came from Newcastle to Liverpool Lime Street. Can't believe it's been an hour already. Time does fly by when you do stuff. In my case, train spotting. We're probably just waiting for another train now. Train down that way. No. Train out that way. No. Man, it is warm out here. It is warm out here. Might do another hour of this and then head off. maybe we'll see how it goes. But again, if you all want to ask any questions, I'm here to answer. Ask anything you want. First thing that goes to your mind. Go. Shouldn't be too long for the next train to arrive in. Just waiting now for the next train. Shouldn't take too long. If I had a superpower, I'll be able to. I would have like be able to skip time, like fast forward time, so we don't have to wait so long. That made train time for me a lot easier. It is now 2 p.m. Shouldn't be too long for this next train to arrive in. Where's my two favorite people go? I like chatting to them too. Do 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 do. Just waiting for our train to arrive. Actually, I have a question for you all, if you can answer. Um, do you all want me to make some kind of intro into my videos? I did have one a while back, but I didn't think it was good enough, so I got rid of it. But I could try and make one if you all want me to. So I can probably make one. Here we go, announcement time, everybody. Hull. This next train's going to Hull. Train coming in, going to Hull. It is a 802. I think this is the same 802 we saw earlier. Where's the train goes when it departs. Here's the thing that I do when a train stops. Every time a train stops, I start walking. When the train closes its doors, you can see by the orange thing right there, and I stop and the car leaves. And I stop here. Train now departing is a 802 going to Hull. Next stop being Manchester Victoria. Off that train goes to Hull. Now back to my normal position. Nice train we took. The next one if it's not delayed, should be in the next 10 minutes. She's got a good time to chill. Gotta wait now. But it is a bright sunny day out, as I always like it to be when I'm out doing this. But I wouldn't mind some bit of rain to cool off from the heat. Because I'm not sure if any of you know this, but around here it's been hot like a pizza furnace. Been spending my days melting like a snowman. Only got one freight go by. I won't mind another one, if there is another one. I would like something else to happen. Should be in the next 6 minutes. Next train arriving. Here's another question for you all. Um, what other places should I go to that you all can suggest? Because I'm open for any suggestions. Any. Oh, Oh, that's depressing. A northern service to Liverpool Hampshire has been cancelled. Oh, there's a delay on this train. What kind of delay? Does someone fight on the train? Does someone smoke a cigarette on the train? Should be in the next 3 minutes. The next train will arrive in. So if anyone wants to get to Liverpool, they have to either get on this next train or wait for the next hour. We're just waiting now for the next train that's going to arrive in. Should be any minute. We have now reached 100 minutes. The train. No. The train's delayed. Of course it is. Of course it is. There's always some train delayed. We got some action. I didn't hear how many coaches it has. We'll see in a minute though. Alright, we got 185 I think it's a double 185 going to Liverpool. We'll see his train goes with the box. Right, train now departing. Is a double 185 going to Liverpool. And off that train goes Liverpool Lime Street. The next train should be the Northern service to Manchester Airport. I like this station. Kind of wish it was like one of those fall platform stations. Should be the next 5-6 minutes. Well, I'm getting tired already. That's what happens when you do stuff like this. It gets tiring over time when you wait. But for me, I make it enjoyable. I know. Yeah, but what's the fault? Like, it says there's a fault on the train, but what's the fault? Be more specific. Did the power line get cut off? Um did the front coach disconnect or what? Did someone jump on the tracks? I honestly hate it when I want to travel somewhere and then someone does it. It gets me thinking, why? Just why? What's the point of it? Right? Action time. We have a 331 going to Manchester Airport. It's from the 331 101. This side of the train needs a bit of a clean. You see, this train goes when it departs. Oh, we got a train coming through now. It's probably that cancelled service to Lion Street, passing right through. Well, this train's departing. That's a double 331 to Liverpool. That's probably the cancelled service, and there goes that train over there to Manchester Airport. And this is where I'm going to call it for the day. My phone's going to die if I don't. So I'm going to head off and prepare for the next for our next train adventure. Thank you so much for you all tuning in and watching this stream. And if you watch from start all the way to the end, then put train in the chat or something. But this one, going to leave it off. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next train adventure. Goodbye.